a minute.
2014 Hot 6 GSL Season 1 Round 16 Hero vs. Bbyong.
Blink Stalkers are what I'm feeling here. Got those tingles.
You thinking Blink? I think Blink Stalker would be fine on this map.
Even if he doesn't all in with it, like, it's such a good build for the map, and it would make Bbyong panic a little bit, maybe. I mean, he certainly didn't overreact to the Twilight Council in the previous game, though. It's a little bit more transparent, though, because when you see no Stalkers outside your base at all, you're like, oh, okay, you didn't use it.
There was like 2 in the Mothership core, but that was like needless almost.
Yeah. Another one of our really cool drawings. It's a Bbyong drawing.
That's exactly what Bbyong's eyes look like.
Just like that. His nose as well. Look at that.
Look at
See? Could barely tell a difference.
Hey,
it's just like it's like suddenly in color or something.
That's the rage face he makes as he holds the R key down, man. That's what he does. All right. The barracks has been made. We have a gas build here, so we'll probably have a Reaper opening.
Stands to reason.
We have Hero also going for 1 base right away here with 2 gases.
Very intense scout over here.
Quite a treat, by the way, to have our first draw here of the year at the GSL.
It's always fun because it adds an extra dynamic to a best of 3 because then it becomes a 4-game best of 3.
Well, it's funny because each of these guys usually comes in here with just 3 builds prepared, but in that last game, it's kind of an uh-oh moment. What's he doing here? What is this?
Like a factory.
Oh, my God.
OMG.
OMG. Frankers. That's the Twitch emoticon for this right now. Is he hiding a factory down there? Frankers?
Yeah. He'll probably just use it to scout Kappa.
Oh, we're so nerdy. I have tears in my eyes. That's so funny. Oh.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have a Reaper to scout, but this SCV is going to get the job done for now.
You think he's just going to, like, proxy a starport?
I think he could. He could also rally Hellions, or he could do a Widowmine drop.
Okay, he's going to do a Widowmine drop.
We don't see Banshees anymore. I'm almost disappointed because Banshees got buffed
I was
recently.
like, remember when Banshees were used like this? I was like, well, maybe he's gonna do that. I mean,
it's funny because if you have Cloak Banshees and your opponent doesn't have protection, you just kill the Stalkers and it doesn't matter when the Cloak runs out because you just win the game.
Yeah.
But in this case, in Heart of the Swarm, even if you run out of energy, and the Mothership Core will just kill you with Overcharge.
Unfortunately, that Banshee can't just fly. I forgot that Banshee was even in this game. The Banshee can't just fly up above that Mothership Core.
Yeah.
Shoot down onto it.
It's kind of a lesser seen unit right now. Ooh, that Stargate.
That's sexy placement.
It could be really helpful, actually, against this push. Or
Look at Hero saying, I know that the pylon can spread to the low ground, too.
Spreads.
That's great for the feng shui of his base.
Yeah, it used to be able to go on the high ground as well, but that was changed in this expansion, which ruined a lot of my weird all-in timings. Curse you, David.
Okay, so it's going to be a Hellion and 2 Widow Mines.
Yeah,
Bbyong's got all kinds of builds.
If he sends an Oracle across the map, he could be in some serious trouble.
We don't have really an answer here when this comes here from Hero. I can guarantee you Hero's not expecting this. Oh, God, that Stalker's really important.
Yeah, he keeps
This is where
trying
these
to
Marines are
scout.
going to walk across the map and just win the game.
Okay.
Oh, Oracle.
Yeah, this Oracle is going to have detection for this.
Imagine Hero's like, oh, are you kidding me? Who does this anymore?
Who throws a shoe, man?
Who throws a shoe, honestly?
One Hellion in this. Oh, my God. I didn't even see that Widowmine over there next to Cybernetics Core. How many kills did that get? That's too many is the answer.
Now, oddly enough, with the Oracle out here, this is very easily taken care of.
Still lost 6 probes, but I mean, he's got 2 Nexi with Chrono Boost, and the Terran player's got like...
Chronos has an advantage now.
Terran players got a whole lot of nothing.
So I wish this map would further down to the bottom left. I guess I'm stuck here. Hope you brought food in that medevac.
Oh, Phoenix is going to just make it a quick ride.
Okay, there is several ways for Protoss to follow up from here. get it over with. Yeah, there's several ways Protoss can follow this up. I mean, so you have the factory and the starport, excuse me, not in use. They're at a standstill here until they can land back on the low ground. And the fact that he made a reactor back at home means that Terran has very sparse defense.
Yeah.
Where Protoss was naturally just making units. And I mean, yeah, he lost some probes, but as you said, Wolf, a Nexus with Chrono, I mean, this is pretty straightforward.
Right. Even the Phoenix that kills the drop can now scout and also stop further drops from leaving the main base. So that's really annoying. He's just like teasing him with it because he knows that he can't kill it. There's no way, barring a control mistake.
Yeah. Well, we have the robotics facility here. I think Hero's just going to play this very safe. He's probably going to say, if I win this here, I probably won't have to play a PvT for months. I can go back to focusing on PvP and PvZ here.
And mostly PvP.
It's like everybody else in the tournament was getting to focus on the other matchups people are actually playing in the GSL.
Yeah.
I don't even have anybody to ask about this matchup anymore. Okay, Twilight Council, he's just going to finish up his entire tech tree. That's pretty smart.
Well, this Oracle,
I mean, I think some other players probably would have gone for a counter attack to try to get a kill here.
he's going to have to load this
he
out.
could like just turn on the Oracle and just kill him as they come out.
Actually, probably could have.
I think Oracle kills stuff so fast, you could get at least a few good kills.
Well, I mean, this is a pretty sad place to be for Bbyong. Especially with the Robotics Bay and the Twilight Council going at the same time. He's just going to have way too much tech. He's making cannons at home because I think he's just going to go across the map and kill him pretty soon because he's pretty confident he's going to have way more stuff, and the cannons are just a precautionary measure.
Yep. I mean, the amount of steps behind that Bbyong is pretty impressive.
He's like a whole floor behind steps, man.
Yeah. He's in B1 right now.
Yeah, he's in B1.
Yeah, he's in B1 right now, and Hero's on the roof. So, just checking around here to see if there's anything suspicious. This also keeps the infantry army back here. It really pressures Bbyong to get to a defensive position. While Hero is sitting back comfortably, look, he's getting all the upgrades he needs. He's now getting up +1 attack. His armor just finished. He's getting that thermal lance. The blink upgrade's coming.
All the pieces of the puzzle. He makes a puzzle of Bbyong's unhappy face and shows it to him. That's basically what he's doing.
I wonder, okay, so the gateways are now going to finish up here, and I think this is going to be a very simple game. It's going to be a powered 2-base Protoss. Nice job tagging that army there.
Most importantly, gets the medevac. So,
yeah.
I mean, I think we're just going to potentially see a 1-1 Colossus at the range of Blink Stalker's timing.
He's just going to have all the pieces there necessary. This is probably a very uncomfortable moment for Bbyong to just know that Hero can see him moving across the map. He's probably saying, well, I might as well. I don't know if he was actually intending to expand there right away or if he's just putting a pylon there to try to get some attention elsewhere.
Yeah, this is not.
Ouch. Now the infantry army is coming down here. I think Bbyong is running out of options, and very quickly at that.
Yeah, I mean, the Observer, there's only one of them, but he's going to be able to deal with these Widow Mines. He's trying to keep him contained on 2-base while he gets his 3rd CC up. And he's actually even in workers because I think at this point Hero's starting to think, first of all, he was cutting probes because he was going to maybe hit an attack, and now he's like, well, I don't want to make probes because he's pretty aggressive on me right now. I'm just going to play this a little bit safer. Is remaking probes now. He's just doesn't have any weak points that Bbyong can exploit right now.
Yeah, and now he's just going to take the 3rd. He's aware, I mean, this is, I think the only natural thing Bbyong can do is try to attack 2 locations at once. That's one of the things you do when the Protoss is on 3 bases and you have 2 medevacs, or even just 1 medevac here and then an army in the front. But this is not going to work.
No.
Oh, no, you know what? He gets a cancel.
The Colossus is a bit out of position, but he catches this drop and kills it. And that's about as much as, resources traded there as the Nexus cancel.
Yep.
Even more potentially.
Okay, so the medevac's now coming around.
There's a cannon in the mineral line, though. Can he really get anything done here? He's going to maybe get gas probes.
There's going to be a cannon on the Nexus pretty soon, too. Okay, Widow Mine comes down here. Again, I feel like all these attempts here by Bbyong are futile, Okay.
Like 2 sentries there, actually.
Yeah. And another drop over here.
He won't be able to get it with these 3 Colossi, though, not this time.
Oh. There's no way he's going to be able to unload that.
The Widow Mines are starting to take a little bit of a toll, but it's still not enough.
Yeah, I mean, kind of feel bad for Bbyong. I really like the strategy he did. You know, let's say that it was Phoenix first or something. Not that that would actually make any sense, but anything that like he did besides the Oracle. Then again, I guess now I have to really think about that. I mean, what else is Terran actually? Was Terran going to make a Void Ray out of the star?
Well, if he didn't
I mean,
see the drop and his Oracle's halfway across the map when the Widow Mines landed.
I'm thinking about how dumb what I just said was. I'm like, well, if there was a Phoenix he made, like that would make any sense. He's like, oh, I'm going to fast expand and make Phoenixes against the Terran. Well, I guess I just said that and I can't take it back.
You can't take it back.
I can't take it back.
It's on live TV and there's going to be a VOD of this, man. We caught
It's there
you.
forever. So he's going to go for a Ghost Academy here. Now, Bbyong is macroing very well, and I got to say, he did handle this quite nicely, recuperating here, considering that was a pretty gutsy strategy.
Yeah, I mean, he's starting to edge his way back in this. If you look at the supplies, he's up in army supply by about 20 or so, but the composition is not as strong. He does have, however, a lot of Vikings. He has 12 of those, and that's, you know, a 3-to-1 ratio against the Colossi. Storm is on the way. Charge is nearly completed.
Yeah, Hero just finishing all the pieces. The Viking count, though, very nice here. With the double reactor starports, he can get a sufficient number of Vikings out here. Again, it's so funny because Bbyong plays better when he plays standard.
Yeah.
When he tries to do an SCV pull, it doesn't work. When he tries to do the proxy, it just doesn't work. But, you know, once he gets back at it, just macroing, you know, getting his ghosts out, scouting out his opponent, he seems to play fine. Do you think there's a chance he'll do any kind of SCV pull here? Do you think there's a chance?
I think he's missed his window. If he wanted to do it, I think he would have done it just
I guess with Storm about to finish, there's no point.
Yeah, I think he would have done it like about 70 to 90 seconds ago if he was going to do it. But
when, like, Storm is starting.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we're going to see Hero just take a fourth here. He's playing, again, very safe. More barracks coming down here now for Bbyong.
I would say for the most part, Bbyong has recovered from the position he was in early on. Upgrade-wise, though, he's going to have a problem on his hands because +3 for the armor is a bit ahead. I don't actually know. I mean, it's such a late second forge. I'm not sure where the upgrades are exactly for the Protoss right now, but it's 1-2. It's about to be 3-1 against 3-1, actually. So I guess it's actually more even than I thought.
Well, you know, Bbyong did a whole bunch of harasses after the failed, you know, proxy, and they weren't very effective. But at the same time, Hero has never seemed to have any intention of attacking back.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's because Bbyong did do SCV pulls so often last time in round of 32 that maybe he's just thinking, maybe he was even coached to just wait, just be ready for the SCV pull because that's what he's going to do. And if you survive that, then you win the game. And now here Hero is against a very textbook Terran Bbyong who's executing it very, very well.
There's a Stargate coming up here, Tasteless. I wonder what that's going to be for. It's going to be a second Stargate. In fact, there's also a nuke on the production tab. This is starting to be a rare treat. Are we going to have nukes? There are nukes in StarCraft II? Wow. I think he might try to nuke behind that fourth base, like from the low ground with his ghost and just nuke the mineral line.
This is going to be awesome. We're actually having a lot of fantastic games today.
Yeah, this is much better than yesterday.
Draw. Yeah, much better than yesterday. A Storm there on the Vikings. Cloak here coming here, and a Ghost. Nice Storm there on the Cloaked Ghost. He's got to be careful, man. He's going to lose a lot.
I'm a little bit surprised he didn't try to shoot those earlier. EMP is a lot here, and this base is very exposed. There are 16 Vikings in that clump, and they're going to work.
And they're taking out the Colossi now. So many Vikings, there's not much his opponent can do. 190 supplied to 112. The Vikings now continue to chase down the Colossi. Will he land? He does, allowing them to tank while the Marines and Marauders dish out the damage.
This is looking pretty good for Bbyong right now, but Frost Army hanging on a little bit longer, but I think there's just way too much Terran here.
Yeah, I think he might have done it, man. He is getting reinforcements. He's got the fourth base up and running. He's going to wipe out the Nexus. I think Hero is in shock right now as Bbyong is not only just playing standard but doing it beautifully, showing us that, you know, the good old bread and butter Terran style of just, okay, macro, do a little bit of harass, mass up, and stage a very well-orchestrated attack. It works.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at this, you're like, well, a Terran actually is going to lose this fight, but he just has so many reinforcements back at home. Look at the army supply, 80 to 25. Yeah. He has 4 times the supply in army, and even though the Protoss units are more expensive, he just has the, you know, He's got the momentum here to push through, I feel, but the Stalkers are pushing this medevacs back a second time.
Well, the problem is that it's kind of like the way we saw Mara win before, where it's just over time he just chews through the army. Because, again, Protoss is only good if you have the balance. I mean, Marines and Marauders is pretty easy to balance out. It's almost mindless when you have to make them like that. But with Protoss, okay, you need, for instance, okay, we see an Immortal go down here. You also ideally would want to have a Colossus with that. You also need some Psystorm. By the way, you need Zealots to take damage. Stalkers are also integral there to cover everything else.
Yeah, they took range against the kiting.
And this is how you see a Protoss fall apart, is in moments like this. Now he can't rebuild all the pieces again. Humpty Dumpty.
Humpty Dumpty, sat on the wall, man.
This guy got Humpty Dumpty'd, man.
Took a great fall.
On all this Nerd's horses and all this Nerd's men. Couldn't put Hero back together again. GG.
GG, and a bit of an upset here, I would say. Bbyong is going to go to the winner's match.
Wow.
He could be the second Terran to get first place.
Humans, baby.
That's what we are, and that's what Bbyong is.
That's what Bbyong's been playing, the humans.
He's playing humans.
Everybody else betrayed us. They went over, they played the aliens. Well, not Bbyong. Staying loyal to the human race right now.
Well, I just want to say something. Like, I feel like the Terran players who are adapting this new aggressive push style are winning, and they have
working.
changed. Like,
there's nothing fancy to it either.
Yeah,
it's just solid StarCraft play.
In times of problems for races in certain matchups, the players who adapt are the players who move on and succeed, and Maru and Bbyong are starting to do that, so I'm really happy.
StarCraft is a lot about evolution, you know, and clearly we've seen a little bit of evolution here with Bbyong, starting out, again, with a lot of SCV pulls, closing it out with classic, you know, Terran Marine Marauder play.
Yeah.
Well done. We're going to go to the winner's match next, so don't go anywhere.